one that we have over there is a burqa bike.
Burqa bike.
You know
wow.
burqa?
Yeah.
Because in the past you see a lot of ladies wearing the burqa and they're on their bicycle.
Yeah.
And now it's rare. If you saw the lady, it's like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is as a resurrectional sculpture for that. It's so heavy.
The Moroccan city of Marrakech has long been a desired destination for tourists from all over the world. The city has a rich history and culture, and most of the time the traditional 3 days that the tourists usually spend here are not enough to even see the highlights, especially on foot. This is the adventure of the Meridian Expedition. Assigned a 4-year Meridian patrol, the bold team explores the intelligence of exciting worlds, uncharted research, and exotic knowledge. These are its voyages and its adventures. This time visiting Pikala Bikes, a great example of sustainable tourism, a branch popular among many tourists nowadays.
Welcome to Pikala Bikes. Well, Picala is a non-profit organization founded by a Dutch cyclist. Her name is Chantal Becker. All those bikes you see in here are imported from Holland as a donation from the Dutch government. Picala is mainly based about ecotourism, education and environment.
This bicycle atelier seems like a very busy place. You immediately feel the vibe that this is much more to this workshop than renting and fixing bikes. And we were glad to learn how much change you can do with a bike.
Well, Picala offered bike tours for tourists to discover the hidden jewels of Marrakesh, not only the highlights of the city, like the Jematna Square, the Koutoubia Mosque, and all the highlights of the city, the palaces and so on, but yet we take them to the real lifestyle, the cultural tour, to the Marrakech people, to discover like the hidden jewels, the narrow streets, the people, the 4 main elements of the Moroccan culture. The great part of it is Marrakech is flat, so you don't feel like, okay, I'm cycling, and you don't even feel like. We also offer bike rental. We do bike fixing for locals and people who want to fix their bikes. The reputation of the bike in the past and the history of Morocco is very rich and beautiful. But nowadays it's related to social class. If you have a bicycle, you're a poor guy, and if you have a Range Rover, you're the king of the world. So that's something we want to change. A bicycle is a mean of a transportation, not a social class relation or something. Yeah, here everybody cycles every day. Okay. We use our bike, yeah. Everybody has his own bike. Everybody just like get your bike and hit the road.
Picala dog?
Yeah. Her name is Picala.
That's a nice name for
yeah,
dog.
Picala. Come on. Sit. Sit, Picala. Picala. And we want to use the bicycle as a tool to achieve a lot of topics. Self-empowerment, education, employment, and everything. And it's eco-friendly, and it's cheap, and it's better for your health, because you get to cycle and you live longer. If you can be able to cycle all of that every day, you just like, you never get old. You're never old at all. We can do more on a bike than just ride it or just like a poor way of transportation. We try to do as maximum as we can and integrate the bike in every field we can, so we can show people this is something big. And we have also the beer bikes.
Beer bikes?
Beer bikes. You know the beer bikes, the group bike?
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Yeah, I can show this. It's outside.
Okay.
They stopped them actually in Holland because there are a lot of people are drinking beer and just like throwing them like.
Yeah.
But here beer is forbidden.
Yeah.
So we offer them tea.
Yeah. Or
the
juice,
clients,
yeah.
tea in here, and a storytelling guy in the front telling them about the old stories of the Moroccan culture and everything.
Wow.
So they cycle all around. Yeah, and to discover something about the Moroccan culture and the stories that kids used to be told. The program that we launched to help people who are dropped out of school at an early age. And the people who don't have diploma, no job, no career, no nothing, and they don't feel okay about their study and they want to make a change, but they don't know how, they don't know where, they don't know anything. So we created this program to teach them about mechanics as a base, to learn all about mechanic stuff, about how fixing a bike, electric bikes also, everything. Like we give them the chance as we offer them some side subjects so they can develop themselves within. Like we teach you mechanic as a base, and English also, mental health, personal development, economy, and first aid sessions. And this one also has been made by one of our mechanics. It's an AMLU bike, you know AMLU, like argan.
Yes.
Yeah, but you put it here, it's like a coconut and stuff. You put it here and then you cycle, and it's all blended in here.
That's genius.
I know. The chain moves also, and then here the mechanism happens, and then you put a bucket in here, and it's all out. It's like an oil. Yeah.
Oh, and make sure you check out the video that we made on the more traditional ways of producing argan oil. The link in the description. Go check it out.
We have cycling classes for girls, so we can give the girls the opportunity to learn and become more independent and
That's me.
yeah, welcome.
Thanks.
As I said, we do cycling classes for girls. I'm myself responsible for the girls who does the cycling here with us in the garden. We try to give them a bicycle because there's a lot of girls in Marrakech, they don't know how to cycle, but they're afraid and shy to show it to the world. So we give them the opportunity to give themselves a chance to discover what they're capable of. She has the more self-esteem, she has the confidence of herself, she has a bike in her hand and she hits the road. She doesn't have to wait for a bus, she doesn't have to wait for anything. That's something we don't see every day, that's something we love, that's something what Picala can offer, and we are so proud that we can do so. And I forgot to mention, you know the story of the giraffe bike over there?
Giraffe bike?
Yeah.
No.
As we actually made a competition for kids.
Okay.
Yeah, in the schools we went to 10 different schools, private one and public one, to ask the kids to draw their dream bike, and the winner gets his dream to come true.
Okay, so he got a giraffe bike.
Yeah, and the winner got his giraffe bike came through. And we accept volunteers, people who want to do an internship with us, people who wants to start Picala somewhere and they need our help to be there. We would love to like combine together, like hand in hand. We want for real at least to make our parts in the world. The world becoming not a really better place, but we want at least to do our part. So I'm sure that there are a lot of youth, same as me, anyone in here involved with Picala in the world. And I'm sure if we all combine together, put hand in hand, we can make the world in like a better place. Not metaphorically speaking, but actually action, like we do that.
Picala is able to make the world a better place. And one of the means of doing so is to get on a bike.
All right.
You want to get on a bike now?
Kalia?